From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Las Vegas Raiders.
Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. They had no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. First carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
It's 2nd and 8.
Coleman now. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
He was brought down.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the #1 thing he does best is tackle.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Crowder's got it over the middle. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. On the return is Jones. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. First carry for Raheem Mostert. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
The ball carrier.
Raheem Mostert, 58 yards. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know
the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football. All right, when you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll look to throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet, they're going to go for it on 4th. They go with Jacobs. They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there. Relied on the big guys up front and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
Mariota on 1st down. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with the ground. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. That catch good for only a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 8. At the
on 2nd down, Mostert. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
The ball carrier.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the 1st on the 35-yard stripe. 4th down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will make it 10-0 here in the 1st. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
They begin the drive with Coleman. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And it's caught by Herndon. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's good for a Jet 1st down, a gain of 13.
41-yard line.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 45-yard line.
He'll air this one out for Mims, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Coleman. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1? And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Coleman. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
10. Jets, nothing.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that'll be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And he will be marked down short of the 1st as they get to him at the 29. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. The 1st down carry here for Johnson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
This is Coleman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. On 3rd down, it's Coleman. How about this defense? For a 3rd straight play, he's going nowhere. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
This defense is really flown around in the 1st half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
So that will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator. And what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Raiders.
On 1st down, they go with Mostert again. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. So they went a little cautious there on third and long.
Man, nothing wrong with that. Remember, they're playing with a lead right now. So getting a first down, yes, that would be great. But even more importantly, take care of the football. No turnovers, no big plays for the other team, and keep the clock moving.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
He'll air this one out deep for Dick, and that's caught inside the 35. Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 39 yards there, a big one.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain, second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance, they're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
The reason we ball for circle round twice for the encore.
It's Coleman here. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Brings up second and goal at the 2-yard line.
Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal. Here's Adams, and he is in. Touchdown, New York. Josh Adams, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And he's got it up and through.
That ties the game at 10.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Second and 11 at the the 45-yard line.
2nd and 11 now. This is Mostert. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Mostert. 3rd down. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the 1st down. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. So we have reached halftime here in a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even 1st half, all tied on the scoreboard. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
At the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the 1st half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And this is going to be a Raiders 1st down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. He's been tough for this defense to handle, over 100 yards. You kind of knew that they were going to him on that play, didn't you?
They certainly did. That's one of those situations where you simply say, my best runner over my best blockers. Let's go ahead and pick it up. And I don't care if they know it on the other side. Here we come, and they got it done.
That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now Mostert. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Mariota gets this one to Juszczyk. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Here's Mostert. Room here to run. The 20. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Raheem Mostert, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders have taken the lead. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead.
Daniel Carlson to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this carries into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 25th touchdown, tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right?
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And no return forthcoming for Richard, as this will come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The tackle made there by Jared Davis. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Once again, it's Mostert. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
The ball carrier.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback land on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. He's going to be marked down very close to the first down marker, but it looks like he's a yard short. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The type of game that he's having running the football, there was no doubt who they were giving the ball to.
So why didn't they just go ahead and go after him on defense, right?
Yeah,
if you know,
on him.
right, you know he's having that type of a game. Who else would you expect to get the football? I would have taken my chances and sold out defensively to stop him. And if anyone else picks it up, I tip my cap to him.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Ball carrier.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Mostert, the ball carrier. The Marcus Joyner on the tackle. No gain on the play.
On 3rd down, Mariota. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front. Now a loose football. Coleman lost it. And the Raiders pick it up. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down.
Okay, just like that. Just like that. Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24.
We're on Jets. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
On second down, it's Coleman. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 14.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Jets on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. This one caught by Davis. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
The tackle made by John.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
Gain on the play.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
They will run it in with Coleman. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Carrier.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Uncorks one for Dave. That's caught inside the 20. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Coleman now. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. And, Johnson dinged up a bit. Still down. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll check on his status when we get back. The Jets on third down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Coleman. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Coleman, and he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Tevin Coleman. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Jets are going to take the lead. And he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Jets 24.
Kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
Raheem Mostert, the ball carrier. He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. And it's third down.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
And a Raider first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
They hand it off to Mostert. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. And the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
3rd down.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. Mostert, look, and he drops the ball. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. He was trying to do anything he could to get that final little bit for the first down. Instead, he lost the ball.
Yeah, and he was short of the first down, but not by much. Trying his best, as you noted, to get there. Sometimes that extra effort can cost you.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try it now with Mostert. They find some open field here. And he's into the clear. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Raheem Mostert, 55 yards. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
At their own 25-yard line.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Johnson, the ball
They
carrier.
picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. This is Coleman. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
He has a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he is going to have a Jets first down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
36-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Coleman. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. On the ground, it's a handoff to Coleman. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That good for 22 and a 1st down. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Coleman. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Done by
Carl Joseph up from his safety spot to make the play.
2nd and 10.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their 2nd-year kicker. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their 2nd-year kicker. This from 55 yards out. It has the distance, and it is good from 55 yards out. And the city will be alive tonight. The Jets have won it. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Jets, the win gets them back to 500 at 6-6 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, it's a loss that could wind up costing them a first-round bye as they dip to 9-3. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Indianapolis Colts. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.